Center for Spiritual Living, Eugene. We are here on an absolutely splendid Sunday morning. I hope your Sunday morning has begun beautifully as well. We're going to take a few minutes and go into meditation. So I ask you now to, wherever you are, whether you're here in the sanctuary area or whether you're at home, just settle into your seat. Feel that beautiful earth beneath us supporting you. Take a deep breath. Release that breath. Let go of everything that's brought you to this moment. The busyness, the week that's passed. Just let that go. And right here, right now, we are here to center ourselves and remember who we are. I know that I am one with the divine power that blesses me, that unfolds me, and that heals me. And I embrace that right now. And now I go deeper. And I feel the roots of my being anchored in this beautiful earth. I feel at one with that divine power that blesses us with beautiful running rivers, abundant forests. I feel that. I feel that love. And I deepen into this sacred time. my soul expanding. My heart is opening. I feel that connection with Spirit. And I open my heart more, wider. I feel my soul accepting all the gifts, all the blessings that Spirit has to give me. I feel that blessing right now. As I feel deeply in my heart that love, that healing, that compassion, I feel that love, compassion, kindness rippling out. It's going out into the world now. I know that it's creating healing. That as I am healed, so the world is healed. As I feel love, that love spreads out into the world. The divine love, compassion, peace is possible. And I hold that right now for the world. always with me. And I am always deeply loved. And now I gently bring myself back into this room, this space, surrounded by this loving community. And I know that every step I take, I am guided, I am embraced, and I am deeply loved by Spirit. I share that love with the world. My healing is the world's healing. My love is the world's love. I am blessed. And I bless those around me. And so it is.
so glad he did, and I'm so glad that you did. It's always been this way, though, right? Safe travel.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And welcome this morning to the Center for Spiritual Living here in Eugene. We have a great show today. Spirits in the house, yes? All right, let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2. God is my source.
God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. How about let's say love. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything. God is my source. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. 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 I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, and the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, and the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, and the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, and the glory. Here we go. In the light, in the love, and the glory. In the light, in the love, and the glory. In the light, in the love, and the glory. I am. In the light, in the love, and the glory. In the light, in the love, and the glory. In the light, in the love, and the glory. I am. I am as God created me. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, and the glory. In the light, in the love, and the glory. In the light and the love and the glory I am. In the light and the love and the glory. In the light and the love and the glory. In the light and the love and the glory I am. In the light and the love and the glory. In the light and the love and the glory. In the light and the love and the glory I am. In the light and the love and the glory. In the light and the love and the glory. In the light and the love and the glory I am.
Good morning, Center for Spiritual Living Eugene. Good morning. Woo! Okay. So, my name is Maggie Covarrubias, and I am serving as presider today, and I'm kind of a newbie at it, so I know that you will love me in my perfection and imperfection in this moment. Thank you. So, whatever your path is, you're welcome here, and that's one of the things I really love about this center. So if this is your first time attending in person or online, wow, what a Sunday you chose to attend. If you are new to us and you're here in the sanctuary, we have a blue sheet, some blue sheets out in the foyer, and if you can fill that out, we'd love to share our events with you and what's going on. And so we can do that. If you're on the internet, you can go online and I think find our site. Cool. And we're just so happy you're here. I just want to go off script for a second, if that's okay. Because we know I'm going to do it anyway, right? So I just want to say what an amazing weekend this has been. Whether you are only able to attend part of it or all of it, it's just been wonderful. And I would like to acknowledge Reverend Linda Finley for putting this together post-COVID, right? So we know there was a lot of love and effort that went into this, so I just had wanted to share that and make sure that she's acknowledged. At this center, we know that spiritually empowered people live fuller, richer lives. So we use our teaching, the science of mind, to inspire minds, open hearts, and empower lives. And we are going to... Yes, okay, that's what I thought. Les pido su paciencia, like my husband would say. I'm asking for your patience. Let me just state our global vision, and I think it might also appear here. Okay. Our global vision for the Centers for Spiritual Living. We see a world in which individually and collectively we are called to a higher state of consciousness and action. Yes. All right. So we are going to sing our opening song, and following that, we're going to have our lovely practitioner, Radiant Gains, open the service with affirmative prayer.
We are one, we are one,
just in case you missed the slide up there, it's a good time to silence your devices. And if you're home, you want to turn off the washing machine before you hit the spin cycle. And just come be present in this moment with us. There is only one presence, one in all and every and always. Because God is all there is. And as God is all there is, I know that I am an individualization of God. Living and speaking and loving God into action with my conviction. And I know for myself, Radiant, and anyone who can hear my voice, from this moment, forever, in the live stream, spoken, that we are connected in this love, that we embrace humanity more deeper, and our community that is created through inclusion and love for all is prosperous and connected to even more people than we ever thought could be. And I am so grateful to be back in this present moment at this event in my center with all the people I love, even the people at home and even the people in Georgia and Montana and Africa. I love you all, and I'm so glad you're listening to me now. I'm grateful to just share in this experience and connection with you. And I release this into the consciousness that always says yes. And my conviction carries it to the wind, and it is done as I believe, and say with me, and so it is.
Thank you, Radiant. So I believe we also want to share our October affirmation. I will say it, and then I'll ask you to say it with me. And it's up here on the screen, magically. The universe is infinite abundance, constantly being, flowing, and expressing through all of creation. This is what I am made of, limitless good. And together, the universe is infinite abundance, constantly being, flowing, and expressing through all of creation. This is what I am made of, limitless good. So as I said, wow, what a Sunday to be here. It's been something of a reunion. Wonderful old friends that we love so deeply are here. New friends that we also love deeply. So today, as you know, our practitioner is Radiant Gaines. Holding the high watch is Reverend Linda Lundry Starr. From home, doing it from home, thank you. Today's message is who we've come here to be. And as you can see, amazing, fabulous, fabuloso musicians. Our music team, Reverend Andy Anderson, Gary Lynn Floyd, Reverend Kit Holmes, and the wonderful Lori Jones. And here we are.
trying to move forward, trying so hard to find a better way. When my mind won't stop, when I'm beating myself up, I know it's time to stop and gently say, it's enough to feel the breeze on my face. It's enough to just breathe life. It's enough to know the love that's in my heart. And it's enough just looking in your eyes. And in this place of calm and still and wonder, life is magical again, and I am free. And I don't need to know just where or how to go. Right here, right now is all I need. And it's enough to feel the breeze on my face. It's enough to just breathe life. It's enough to know the love that's in my heart. And it's enough just looking in your eyes. Oh, life is a gift, so are you, and so am I. I don't ever want that truth to slip on by. So please remind me that it's enough to feel the breeze on my face. It's enough to just breathe life. It's enough to know the love that's in my heart. And it's enough just looking in your eyes. Oh, it's enough just looking in your eyes. Oh.
You can't see me.
There we go.
Everything beneath the sun breathes like a harmonium. Pure perfection has begun shining like a midnight sun. Out of darkness I have come. I see God in everyone. Let me be an instrument, guided by and heaven sent. May these grapes of pain ferment, alchemize to love's content, ever be a sacrament, knowing God is my intent. God, let me know your name, hold me in the same breath as your word. Oh God, I feel you all around. Oh, how you astound me with your grace. Rolling like a thundercloud, let me live my love out loud, standing for mankind and proud, baptized in a holy shroud. Peace be still and know me now, God is in all I have. God, let me know your name, hold me in the same breath as your word. Oh God, I feel you all around. Oh, how you astound me with your grace, spinning like the prayer fields, turning like Ezekiel's wheels. Nothing like a kiss seals this spirit I've become, knowing what I'm here for, rowing on to distant shores, flowing from the infinite, God in everyone. Oh, spinning like a prayer fields, turning like Ezekiel's wheels. Nothing like a kiss seals this spirit I've become, knowing what I'm here for, rowing on to distant shores, flowing from the infinite, God in everyone. Out of darkness I have come, I see God in everyone.
I was stupid enough to request that song. Right here, right now, God is. I am. This moment is actually the only moment I ever have. Because what is past is gone, and what is in the future is out of reach. And now is where I live and move and have my being. It is where I make my choices. It is where I meet others. It is where I live this thing I call my life. The only thing I have is now. And right now, I choose to love. In this moment, I am grateful to be present for just this instant to the truth of who I am, of who everything is. I let God be God in me. And I let go and let it be so. And so it is.
So it is.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Gary Lynn Floyd, my bud forever. Oh, who we've come here to be. I want to basically tell those of you who've been here all weekend, you're lightweights. People have been saying, oh my God, this was so much. There was just so much stuff. It was just so big. It was just so hard. I'm sorry, at a CLMR, we did this from Sunday night till Saturday morning, every single day. Right. Yeah. We were, you know, by Tuesday, we'd been here a week and a half, and by Friday, we just got here. You know, your brain does this thing to you when you're so fully and completely immersed in spirit. If you can imagine a day like yesterday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And it can happen again, and it does. But I just am so grateful for the music team, for the speakers who've been here, for everybody who did workshops, for all of you for being part of this. For my fabulous sound team, Dwayne down here, and then John up there. And they were trying to record. I've got a secret. Don't tell anybody, okay? They were trying to record last night so they would have it as a way to compare the sound and that sort of thing. Well, they accidentally broadcast it. So if you go to our website and you want to see what you missed besides today, you can see last night's session on the website. So get all your friends to watch it. And next year when we're selling tickets, you go, see, it's like this. So there are no mistakes in the world. There are no mistakes. Which is my very first Asilomar, my friend Dana, from Alberta, we were introduced, this was back in '93, you have to realize, but we were introduced to the word namaste for the first time. And until the next year, Dana thought they had said no mistakes. And she kind of liked that. And I'm good with that. So we've had amazing speakers. We have had people who have, when I left last night, I said, damn, everybody said everything I could have said. What am I going to say? And then I realized, no, they didn't say everything, because there is something I would like to say. First, I want to introduce the idea that back in when COVID first happened and we had an online conference, a national online conference, and one night they had concerts. And all these different people from around the country did 20-minute concerts. And I sat through a couple pretty poor ones, because not that the singers were bad, but the sound was, we were just learning back then, and people's sound was not all that good. And then came somebody whose sound was really, really good, and whose voice just blew me away. And then I heard this song, which those of you who haven't been here will hear at the end of today's service, Here to Be by Kit Holmes. Yeah. And I said, that's the next conference theme. Little did I know it would be 3 years later, but or 2.5 years later, so that's where the title comes from, and that's what I ingrained those words into my soul. And so everybody else looked at this as a question. They kind of said, who have I come here to be? It's like, no. To me, it's not a question. It's a calling. It's a challenge. It's an awakening, a reawakening to who I truly am, to whose I truly am. Jesus, my buddy Mike talked about how he's getting back into Jesus, and so am I, very much so. I don't care whether he ever actually lived, because some people say there is some testimony that he may not have been an actual being, but someone or something created this shift out of Judaism into what is the teachings of the man known as Yeshua, Jesus. And it is about love. It is about a way of living that we are connected, each one to the other. And one of his basic teaching is, if you want to enter the kingdom of heaven, you must become as little children. Become as little children. And we've had some speakers today talk about who we were, or this week, talk about who we were as children, as opposed to who we became, once, as Don Miguel Ruiz calls it, domesticated. But who we are naturally out of the womb is, wow, curious. Oh, let me touch this. Let me try that. Let me see if I can put this in my mouth. What does this taste like? What does that feel like? That's our nature. That is who we came here to be. We came here to be inquisitive. We came here to be adventurous. We came here to be trusting. We came here to be loving. We came here to be demanding. This is what I want. This is what I need. We came here to set boundaries. Babies set boundaries, by golly. They let you know when they're hungry. They let you know when they've had enough. They let you know when they're done. They don't have any, they're not being nice about anything. They're being firm. We forgot how to be that way. We forgot. Doesn't mean we can't, because who we are is still that. I love Louise Hay's work for doing mirror work. And you go to the mirror and you look in the mirror in your eyes. And all the years I struggled with my weight, I got very good at looking at my eyes and nothing else. But when you look into your eyes and you gaze into your eyes, you connect so deeply with that truth, that you are. That essence of God that is just right, hovering below the surface, waiting. You know, I love those, knock, knock, and the door will be open, but we're not knocking to get in, we're knocking to get out. To get out and become who we came here to be. When we set aside the rules, when we set aside the indoctrination, when we set aside the beliefs that we have ingrained, oh, I'm not enough, oh, that's too much, oh, it's too hard, oh, it's too this, it's too that, or I'm not enough this and I'm not enough. Whatever we do, we keep telling these stories that put caps and limits on who we are. I love Joseph Campbell when I first, because those who've known me all of my life know I'm a bit of a rule follower. Know that I'm a bit of this is the way things should be, this is how things go, this is what, I'm playing by the rules, they cheated, how come they get to win? I get very righteously indignant. Joseph Campbell said the rules are not your ceiling, they're your foundation. They're the platform on which you stand. The rules are not there to stop you, they're there to empower you and engage you so that you have the ability then to run forward and do something. The difference between somebody who likes to dance just doing this and somebody who has been trained to dance, they learned the rules and then they did what they wanted to do using the rules. We can't let the rules stop us. We have to let the rules be our support system, but they're not a gate. And this is one of the things we need to know if we're going to allow ourselves to be who we came here to be. It is said that famous statuary sculptors and things, when they go to make something, what they do is chip away everything that is not till they reveal the sculpture within. That's what we're being asked to do, is to take away everything that is not us, everything that we've added over the years. Dr. Holmes says it right in the textbook, we are perfect beings in an apparently imperfect cloak. We've put on all these ideas, we've put on all these beliefs, we've put on all these stories that we think are the truth, and they're just stories. And I know what you're saying. Yeah, but you don't know my story, Yeah, I don't know your story, but I know my story, and I know a bunch of other stories. And what I've come to realize, and hopefully you get this before you're 73 years old, but they're just stories. They are just stories. Yes, something horrible happened. Yes, it never should have happened. Yes, they should have been imprisoned for it. And if I'm still holding on to it, I'm the one putting myself in prison. And I don't really like a role as jailer. Dr. David Alexander, who was often a part of these conferences because he was right up here in Portland. Well, now he's in Atlanta, so it's a bit of a stretch to get him here, and we will have him back, I'm sure, one of these days. But he taught us something that I really, really loved, is there are 5 steps of treatment, and we've talked about that over the course of the weekend, that the 5 steps of treatment. Well, the 5th step is release, because basically until you let it go, the universe can't do anything with it. If I'm still hanging on to it, oh, wait a minute, there was also, the universe can't run with it till I let it go. But his release step included something other than releasing my word into the law. I also release any beliefs I am holding that would block this word from becoming my experience. That's the beauty of science of mind, is I don't have to know what that belief is. I just have to declare that I'm willing to let go of any belief that's holding me back, that's binding me in, that's putting me on a leash. Yeah, Judah and Bodhi need to be on leashes, absolutely. But as people, as human beings, we need to be free, to be that adventurous, inquisitive little child that's, oh, wow, what's this? Oh, wow, what's that? My mom says she used to, when I was little, she used to take me into town to watch the Christmas lights when I was about 2 years old, or probably 18, yeah, given my birthday, probably about 18 months old. And she said I would just go, pitty, 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 pitty. You know? So you know, I want to be her again. I want to be her that sees everything and says, pretty, 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 pretty. So I have something for who we've come here to be, something that might give you a clue as to who you've come here to be. Is if I'm walking down the street and I see a situation and I go, somebody ought to do something. That's who I've come here to be. I am somebody. It's such a simple. We were out in the country near one of the vineyards in somebody's backyard, and there was this big stand of trees, and I kept seeing this hawk that was circling around. And hawks are kind of a spirit animal for me, and I'm seeing that hawk, and and I'm trying to tell everybody, look at the hawk, and they go, oh yeah, and they go on, and it took me like 4 people to realize it's not their hawk. It's my hawk. It's me that it's got the message for, not them. This thing that's bothering me, if it's bothering me, it's me that the message is for, not anybody, not somebody. And then I'm going to kind of shift gears, because the other difference between, I didn't view it as a question, I viewed it as a challenge. I also viewed it as, I don't think of it as, because it doesn't say who I've come here to be. It says who we've come here to be. Who we have come here to be. Our family, our country, our spiritual community, our city, our neighborhood. Who have we come here to be? Because we need each other. We need each other. My inner 18-year-old is ready for a world that works for everyone. Mike talked about how in 1968 we thought we were going to change the whole thing, and well, never mind. You know, but we stirred stuff up, and we stirred things in our own hearts, and we awoke places of possibility that hadn't really existed before, because we weren't quite ready to be who we'd come here to be yet. When we look at what is possible, what is our gift, what can we do? This is a really Christian-y book. But I love it dearly. It's John Mattson. It's on love and mercy. It's a social justice devotional. It's 60 exercises in social justice. And I committed myself to reading it through 6 times this year. So I'm on my 5th, just finishing my 5th read through. And there's always something really good here. And for those of you who are going, but I don't have a gift. I don't have something, you know. You are uniquely created by God to do social justice work. Social justice work needs cooks and bakers, writers and speakers, lawyers and clowns, babysitters and corporate executives, doctors and teachers, police officers and military veterans, artists and mathematicians, Christians and atheists, Democrats and Republicans, libertarians and independents, politicians and social workers, truck drivers and athletes, photographers and construction workers, professors and students, the young and the old. Social justice needs everyone involved because it impacts everyone. Are you organized? Yeah. Good. Help a food shelf run more efficiently. Are you a painter? Great. Help repaint the rooms at the local homeless shelter. Are you a pastry chef? Wonderful. Donate some lemon tarts to next month's anti-racism march. Do you work in human resources? Maybe you can initiate a project that would make your company's hiring practices more equitable. The opportunities are endless, and no skill or ability is too insignificant. I love this man. I love what he thinks. I love how he thinks. And the truth is, every gift, just being able to listen to somebody tell their story, that's a gift. We want to be heard. We all want to be heard. We want to be able to say, I don't feel good today. Or this really cool thing happened to me. Or I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do now. We want somebody to bounce that off of, to go into that with. And the only way we can do that is with each other. I was raised Methodist, you know, and I mean, we were great on helping each other and having potlucks. You know, we did stuff together. There's a fabulous story about the social studies teacher who asked all the kids to come to school on Monday and bring an emblem of their faith and talk about what that meant. And so little Jacob came and he had a Star of David, and he said, I'm Jewish, and this is a Star of David, and it represents God, and part of it points to heaven, and part of it points to the earth. And this is part of our teaching. And Mary Catherine came up and said, I'm Mary Catherine, I'm a Catholic, and these are rosary beads, and we use these to count the number of times we've done a prayer. And Billy comes up and says, I'm Billy, I'm a Methodist, and this is a casserole. You know? But we all have ways of touching God. We all have ways of coming together. We all have ways of being who we've come here to be. And that song just so speaks to me, Kit. I'm going to quote, and when I was 13, 14, before I got in high school, so junior high, I really wanted to get into the New Testament, and I began reading John. And those first lines of John, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And without the Word, nothing that is could have come into being. And 13-year-old me went, I have no idea what this means, but I know it is the secret to everything. 30 years later, I opened my brand new Science of Mind textbook. I just joined Science of Mind just in January, and this was about in April. And I did some divination because something had happened that upset me, and I flipped it open. Because for years, nobody could tell me. They said, oh, that means the Christ, that means Jesus. And I'm like, no, it's not speaking to me of that. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and we understand the Word to be the creative process. Thank you, Ernest Holmes, for finally, 30 years later, telling me what that was. But I took it as a sign that I am in the right space. This is what I was looking for all those years. But I wasn't ready for it until then. But what I realized is John is a mystic. He's different from the other Gospels. He's a mystic, and I'm a mystic. That means that nothing is literal. That's why Kim's work in metaphor is so magical to me, because everything is something else. So in John, it says, Jesus is quoted as saying, a new commandment I give you. Love one another as I have loved you. So you must love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. And as Gary said, our sign out front says, even the people who don't vote like you, who don't look like you, who don't talk like you, who don't come from the same country you did, love one another. I don't know how. I know this community, I know this world needs this teaching. It's dying for this teaching. It's craving this teaching. It is yearning and hungering for this teaching. And I'm not sure how we do it. As Barbara said, I don't even remember who it was now that said, but we have to just be that. We have to be the hands, the face of God. We have to reach out and be that for one another. We have, like, my Harry met Sally. I want to have what they're having. You know, we need to behave in such a way that people want to be who we are. How did you get there? There's the story of the man who came into a campsite and asked for help, and they dug out the bag, and he saw this great gem, and she was going to give him something. He said, could I have this gem? And it was a fabulously rich, I mean, really, really worth a heck of a lot of money. And she gave it to him. He said, sure, you can have it. And he walked away, and he went down again. And boy, she was so stupid, you know, I didn't have to threaten her or anything, and I got this gem. After about 6 hours, he comes back, and he says, give this back. I want what you have that gave you the ability to give this to me. Can you teach me that? That's who I want us to be. We're all in ministry together. We're all part of the one. We've come here to love. God does not love. God is love. And so when we love, we are expressing God through us. This is who we are. And what is love but gratitude? I was sitting there this morning just thinking how grateful I am for everyone and everything who helped make this weekend so beautiful. What is love but caring and being kind to one another? What is love but service? All the people who have done all these things to make this weekend happen, to beautify the community, to get it all going. What is love but compassion? Seeing someone in pain and wanting to be there for them. What is love but community? Love is but a song we sing, fear's the way we die. You can make the mountains ring or make the angels cry. Though the bird is on the wing and you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. If you hear the song I'm singing, you will understand. Listen. You hold the key to love and fear, all in your trembling hand. Just one key unlocks them both, and it's there at your command. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together and try to love one another right now. Right now. Right now. And so it is. Thank you, Barbara, for giving me the courage to do that.
You are so welcome. We are flying.
All right, now, it is time for us to bless the offering. So if my ushers would come up and my practitioner, Radiant, would come up, we're going to bless the offering and do our offering song. And then these guys are just going to kind of take over, so.
Very amazing. Can you hear me? Isn't this all just very amazing? We're all here with all these guys and gals and theys and thems. And we're just, our center provides this experience for us. And every time we put $1 in that basket with the joy in our heart for the experience that we have, for the class that we took, and the new person that we met, and the new love that we found that flourished through the center, is the donation of the dollar in action coming back through us. And I want you all to know that as a practitioner, I know that every person in this room is worth every dollar, and multiplied and returned and multiplied and returned. So make the investment in yourself, in your community, and put an extra $1 in for me. And if you get an extra $1 this week, put it in next week. So I know right here and right now, there is only one presence, one completeness in all things, in every moment. And I know that as I speak these words of God into action, and know that they are so. I know and affirm that prosperity is multiplied and abundant, that all of our dreams are realized, and there's plenty to go around, plenty to save, and plenty to share with others. I'm so grateful to be in this prosperous moment, to share this prosperity with everybody and this abundance. And I'm so grateful that my center and my community provide this wonderful experience where I can grow in love. And I release this into the consciousness by saying, and so it is.
Here we go.
Everything in this world goes around, flowing in abundance that knows no bounds. Giving and receiving, we circulate the love with gratitude and knowing there's always enough. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks. We give thanks for everything.
We give thanks.
We give thanks. We give thanks with this offering. We give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks for everything.
Yeah, do it.
Ooh, that sounds weird.
Excuse me?
All right, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go. Hit it. Let's do that again. Life is too far to walk alone.
You can't do it on your own.
It's like
Bare
that.
hands digging in stone.
Things go down much steeper hills. Even money won't pay the bills. And time will show you now.
Sing.
Are people gonna be okay? Storms never come to stay.
Show us
How bad we need each other. How bad we need each other.
me to look back on my life and realize I've taken you and you and you for granted. See, cause people gonna be okay. Storms never come to stay. They show us how bad we need each other. How bad we need each other. Whether we laugh or whether we grieve, I know both sides gonna make us see how bad we need each other. Don't you know how bad we need each other? I cannot see what's right around the bend. I do not know where this world or where it's going to end. But you gave me a smile, and I threw away my frown. Cause you can't pick up, don't pick up what you just put down. See,
Storms that come and stay, they just show how bad we need each other.
don't you know
How bad we need each other. And the trials of today, they are signs along the way. How bad we need each other.
Don't you know
How bad we need each other.
people gonna be okay?
Storms never come to stay.
Don't you know
How bad we need each other.
I say
How bad we need each other.
whether we laugh or whether we grieve, I know both sides are gonna make us see
how bad we need each other.
Don't you know
How bad we need each other.
Let's do that. Yeah.
In these mighty precious days, we lift our heads above the haze, knowing we were made for these times, rising up to light the sky. In these mighty precious days, we are the ones to lead the way. The map is written on our hearts. Hand in hand we make this start. These days, oh, these days. In these mighty precious days, we see ourselves in every face, with compassion as our guide, one humanity on high. In these mighty precious days, we speak up, we're not afraid, learning how to use our voice, 'cause holding back is not a choice. We are the bridge across these false divides, reaching through the illusion to where we're all the same inside. In these mighty precious days, we lift our heads above the haze, knowing we were made for these times, rising up to light the sky. In these mighty precious days, we are the ones to lead the way. The map is written on our hearts. Hand in hand we make this start. In these mighty precious days, we see ourselves in every face, with compassion as our guide, one humanity on high.
In these mighty precious days, we are the ones who lead the way.
Oh,
The map
is written on our hearts. Hand in hand we make this start. In these mighty precious days, we see ourselves in every face. With compassion as our guide, one humanity on high. These days, oh, we were made for these days. Yes, we were. Oh, these days.
Yeah, I said this all weekend. He is tall. Thank you. Microphone. I see you crying. And trouble is running your life. You think you got nowhere else to go. You say you feel like you're dying, dying inside, and you're running out of the things you think you know. Get quiet. Get quiet and be still. Make some room for the answer to come on through. You gotta get quiet. Get quiet and be still, 'cause nothing's gonna change until you turn it over and turn away from the things that are weighing you down. Turn it over, and when you let it go, you'll find things turning around. You're so determined, you're so determined to be right. You think you gotta have it all under control. But come on, forget that foolish pride that keeps you living so low.
get quiet and be still? The answer is waiting on you to hear. You gotta get quiet. This ain't about forcing your will, your miracle is so very near. Turn it over and turn away from the things that are weighing you down. Turn it over, and when you let it go, you'll find things turning around. Turn it over. Turn it over. When you find your knees down on the ground, turn it over. And when you let it go, you'll find things. Yes, you'll find things. Yes, you'll find things turning around. That song didn't mean anything to me at all. Never had to surrender to anything. Never. This sounds good. Come on.
We've got our band out there.
May the grace of God bless man, every woman in this land. Stay strong, keep your faith alive. Whatever comes to meet us, know the darkness won't defeat us. Stay strong, keep your faith alive.
Some say the end is coming to set our souls to run. I say,
Stay strong, keep your faith alive. Take care of each other. Stay strong, keep your faith alive.
so here's what we're gonna do. Raise your hands,
Raise your hands in the air, in the air.
oh, and
Stay strong, keep your faith alive.
oh, take a stand hearts open wide. I say, stay strong, keep your faith alive. Help others find a way, create a heaven here today. Stay strong, keep your faith alive. So come on, raise your hands, raise your hands, yeah, in the air. Oh, and stay strong, keep your faith alive. Oh, and just take a stand, take a stand, say a prayer, say a prayer. Oh, stay strong, keep your faith alive.
Times like these we need to remember what is real.
Stay strong, keep your faith alive.
Oh, united in our quest, spread love and happiness.
Stay strong, keep your faith alive. Oh, raise your hands, raise your hands, in the air. Oh, and stay strong, keep your faith alive. Oh, say a prayer, say a prayer, take a stand, take a stand. Oh, and stay strong, keep your faith alive. Oh, hey, Rama, Rama, Bolo, hey, Rama, Rama, Bolo, hey, Rama, Rama, Bolo, sing that Ram. Oh, hey, Rama, Rama, Bolo, hey, Rama, Rama, Bolo, hey, Rama, Rama, Bolo, sing that Ram. Let's do that again. Hey, Rama, Rama, Bolo, hey, Rama, Rama, Bolo, hey, Rama, Rama, Bolo, sing that Ram. Hey, Rama, Rama, Bolo, hey, Rama, Rama, Bolo, hey, Rama, Rama, Bolo, sing that Ram. Come on and raise your hand, raise your hand, oh, in the air, in the air. Oh, and stay strong, keep your faith alive. Oh, and take a stand, take a stand. Oh, and say a prayer, say a prayer. Oh, and stay strong, keep your faith alive. Oh, and stay strong, keep your faith alive. Yeah, every day, stay strong, keep your faith alive. One more time, I say, stay strong, keep your faith alive. Oh, yeah. Woo! Woo! Oh, man.
That's church.
Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument of peace. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument of peace. Where there is hatred, where there is hatred, I will love.
I will love.
Where there is sadness, I will bring joy.
I will
Where there is
bring
darkness,
joy.
where there is darkness, I will shine. I am an instrument of peace. Make me an instrument of peace. Make me an instrument of peace. All right, let's do it all again. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument of peace. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument of peace. Where there is hatred, where there is hatred, I will love. Where there is sadness, where there is sadness, I will bring joy. Where there is darkness, where there is darkness, I will shine. I me an instrument of peace. All right, birds of
Birds, come on, birds.
Where there is hatred, where there is hatred, I will love, I will love. Where there is sadness, where there is sad, I will bring joy, I will bring joy. Where there is darkness, where there is darkness, I will shine, I will shine. I am an instrument of peace. Make me an instrument of peace. Make me an instrument of peace. Let's stay right there. I am an instrument of peace. I am an instrument of peace. Make me an instrument of peace. Make me an instrument of peace. Make me an instrument. Here we go. Make me an instrument of peace.
That was the Holy Spirit singing that song. Woo. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes I lose my way, and even in the darkest day, there's a light always shining bright, leading me into the light. When I stumble, can't find my way, something within will always guide my way. I listen to that voice inside, reminding me that's where my love resides. Every day is a perfect day to surrender, let it lead the way. It's in my life, it's all I am. I release and let go and know, I know nothing is impossible. I know that everything is possible. When I forget that
Nothing is impossible.
I go back and I remember
Everything is possible.
Oh, I know nothing's impossible. And when I forget, oh, I go back and I remember. See, things in life will always come and go. It's so good to know what you know, you know. We are free and one with all of life. Keep smiling, everything's alright. I am lifted each and every day. Truth and love, oh, is my way. I am marvelous, I am beautiful. I celebrate, speak my word and know. Oh, nothing's impossible. That everything is possible. And when I forget, yeah,
Nothing is
oh, I go
impossible.
back and I remember.
Everything is
Oh,
possible.
you see, I know
Nothing is
oh,
impossible.
nothing's impossible.
Everything is
Oh,
possible.
and when I forget, yeah,
Nothing is
I
impossible.
go back and I remember. Come on, Bert.
Everything is possible.
Spirit. Love, everything is possible. In my neighborhood, everywhere I go, I'm one with the universe. Just let it flow. Look all around me, it's all I see. Oh, the gift's already given to me. It's up to me to know and believe. Speak my words today. I'm free. Yeah. Nothing is impossible. Oh, nothing's impossible.
Everything is possible.
When I forget, yeah,
Nothing is
I
impossible.
go back and I remember.
Everything is possible.
I am wonderful. I am beautiful. I am marvelous.
Everything is possible.
And when I forget, yeah,
Nothing is
I go
impossible.
back and I surrender.
Everything is possible. Nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. Nothing is impossible. Everything is possible.
Nothing is impossible. That everything is possible.
Nothing is impossible.
That everything is possible. Nothing, nothing,
Nothing.
nothing,
Nothing.
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 Nothing is impossible.
Nothing.
Nothing is impossible.
As long as each and every one of us in here and out there remember that everything is possible. Yes, that's your cue.
Things said.
Yeah.
But anything is possible.
Mike.
You want this? I can do this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're now ready for the announcements. I know you were waiting with bated breath for this moment. Okay, I want to make an acknowledgement because there's a lot of people here who haven't been here before. All of the slides that you saw, the beautiful photographs, were taken by members of our congregation. Some of them by Bruce Fingerhood right here, some of them by Sharon McMahon, some of them by Austin Chevalier Bowles, who was one of the singers here. Some of them by Carol Angus's daughter, Christina, down in the Bay Area. But if you've got some nice nature photographs that you would like us to put in slideshows, send them to me and we can get those put together. So there is that. So Tuesdays at 10:30, we have men's coffee over at Alon Brothers in 5th Street Market. If you're a guy and you are not working on Tuesday mornings, stop in and visit and have a little spiritual time. Then after that, we've got Friday night next Friday, Kathy Day is doing movie night. Do we know what the movie is this month? Free Guy is the movie. We'll watch the movie and then you sit and chat about it and what did it mean and how do we use that. We're asking for a donation and bring your own snacks. Sandra Chavez's group, The Mysticism of Global Awareness, is for persons of a certain adult age who are interested in being positive about it rather than having an organ recital. So. And our annual membership meeting is next Sunday, and McKay Stevens and Maggie Covarrubias are going to be voted for as new board members. So we would like to have you here as part of making that all happen. And there are many opportunities to serve, and I want to take a moment right now. there are so many people who made this happen. Yeah, I had a dream, but you can dream all you want if you don't have footprints on the ground. And so Julie and Jan and Brick and whoever else is here that was part of making all of this work. Susan's taking Mike to the train, but Joe, Michelle, there were Leonard, there were all kinds of people who were here doing stuff to make all of this happen. We are a village. And John up there and Dwayne doing sound. But mainly I want to thank these people for weaving us together. They made this. You know, somebody was saying, well, I really tune into the music more, and somebody else saying, well, I like the talks more. And I said, actually, it's both of them, because without the music opening up the right side of your brain, the left side of your brain won't hear the talk. So it's the two together. It's a dance that we do, and it's part of making us have a whole and holistic spiritual experience. So I just want to thank everybody for being part of this. We're not going to do the practitioner introduction. The pictures in the sanctuary are by two ladies by the name of Meredith Farrell and Kimmer Morrison. And I want to thank Ellen Gabehart for setting those up. We're not going to, that's the end of the slides actually, because we're not going to have the closing song, and we're not going to do a practitioner announcement this week. The practitioners will be available around the room if you want to have a practitioner, talk to one. They'll be near a window on this side, because on that side it's kind of taken up. Of course, you could go over and talk to the musicians, which is okay too. Or in the back. But what I want to really do now is just honor the band and honor you by, we're going to close with the theme to the rally. Some of you heard this many times. Some of you haven't heard it yet, and I know your hearts are going to really be opened up. Thank you, Kit, for writing this. Thank you guys for singing it. Thank you, Lori, for your mic.
When we open our hearts and cast our love across the seas, we will share our light with the rising sun, and we'll know who we've come here to be. Open our eyes and recognize the possibilities. We will share our minds, and when day is done, we will know who we've come here to be. A light for justice,
Light for justice,
a light for hope,
light for hope,
and peace like the world has never known. And love, oh love, is who we've come here to be. A light for freedom, a light for joy, light for freedom,
light for freedom,
a light for joy,
light for joy,
healing and healing like the world has never known. And love, oh love, is who we've come here to be. And love is who we've come here to be. Oh, again. It's who we've come here to be. Let's sing at a time, one more time. Oh, love is who we've come here